industry itself is growing. It's over a $7 billion industry. It's bigger than Hollywood even, and experts are predicting it's going to be bigger than the music industry in the next couple of years. So the industry is growing, and with that there's been an explosion of jobs that are available. The game studios report that they have a shortage of qualified workers, can't find enough in all areas: game design, game programming, art and animation.
I have a bachelor's in media arts and animation with an emphasis on game design. I worked for logo-centric games, where I started as basically a designer, writing some of the story backgrounds. It was a startup company. They were trying to get funding for a Christian video game, and I went from being just a writer on it to ending up producing. Right now we are using 3D Studio Max for our main modeling and animation program, also for rendering and special effects as it stands now. We also have ZBrush. I use ZBrush to teach normal mapping and how to do quick concept art. It's a very powerful tool. So from my side of it, it's definitely the art side, to really focus on what's going to get them their foot in the door. And you're competing against schools that do nothing but art, and they don't focus around other aspects of it, so they got to step up their game, because I'm teaching technique rather than software. I don't believe in software because you got to go and jump into the software that company owns.
Originally it was just because I wanted to go to university and RCC was all I could afford, but it turned out to be I just really loved it. There's a lot of game classes here that I initially didn't expect a lot from, but they blew my mind away.
I started 2 years ago, and I was coming in to be an English major, and I took a class in game design, and it just seemed a lot better. I mean, I could do everything I wanted. I could write stories, I could work in programming, I could be creative and make money at it.
Well, for a typical club meeting, we have a few breakups of the club. The club's a lot like, I would say, a business. It has a design team, it has programming team, it has art, we have music, and we have storyboard. That pretty much encompasses most of it. So we have a lead person in each of those areas, and we usually go and we break up the task each week for which every aspect we need to have them get done. So art, we need these sketches done, we need this concept art done. Programming, okay, we need to work on torque and figure out how to do this specific thing. So it's a very active club. Another thing is, if you just wanted to find out if this is your cup of tea, it's a very good way of testing that.
I'm actually looking to transfer, or I'm also looking into Santa Cruz and USC.
My advice to students is you don't have to know exactly what you're getting into before you start the taking classes. There's so many different areas. You just jump in there and find out what you're comfortable with, what you like to do.
Just try it. Give it a shot, see if it's for them.